Hello, fourth graders. I'm trying to get a little more techie in my life. And so, one thing I've done in the Bridges map to look for some review lessons for us was I discovered that they have a site called mathlearningcenter.org/pattern-shapes/ and it is a free app site where we can take a look at some of the geometry that we've been talking about in class. So since you do not have pattern blocks at home, I want to show you some cool ways that you can do pattern blocks online. I'm kind of proud of myself. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm pulling the green triangle right in the middle of my whiteboard. And I remember when we were taking a look at this pattern block, we realized that all of the length of these sides were all the same length, and that every degree measure in every one of these vertices was also the same measure. This is called I'm hoping you said it before me, equilateral triangle. Now, an equilateral triangle would fall in a category called a regular polygon. All regular polygons are going to have each side be the same length and every angle will have the same measure. When we have regular polygons, there's something very special about them when we look for lines of symmetry. Remember what we said? Let's see. We said that since there are three sides all the same and three angles all the same, I should be able to have three lines of symmetry. Let's take a look at a cool way that we can see that. So I'm going to come here with my pen tool and I'm going to make a line straight on through the tip of that triangle and go straight down through the center of the base. Now, if I click off that tool and I click back on it again, it's going to let me touch this pattern block because I want to rotate it and show you. You can see this tip here. That's one line of symmetry. Let me rotate that tip to the right. We now have what would be our second line of symmetry. And now I'm going to rotate that tip to the bottom. And that is our third line of symmetry because when I rotate again, I'm going to be back at the top. So that shows our three lines of symmetry. Now I'm going to take my tool and I'm just going to show what I discovered. So there's that second line when I rotated. And here is the third line. Oh, what did I do? Let me try that again. There we go. So although it looks like six, gotta have six ends sticking out of here, it really is three because each of those is connected to the other side. So now let's try a shape that's not a regular polygon. So I need to click on my pen tool again so I can use my cursor to grab a different block. Let's look at this guy. Do you remember what we said about triangles where two sides are the same length and one is different? Two being the same, just like you have two eyes that are the same color. This is an isosceles triangle. I can see that this angle here is not the same as these. So that way I know I am not going to get the same number of lines of symmetry. I am only going to get one right there. Try it and let me know what you think.